Welcome. This is, oh, here comes Dan. This is the regular monthly meeting of the Southwick Agricultural Commission. It's October 8th, 2025, 7 p.m. Gonna call the meeting to order. We have myself, Zach Barnett, Deb Humphrey, Dan Cook, Jessica Parker.
Yeah, Samuel.
We got Jen DePietro on Zoom and Sage Fury on Zoom. We have a few different guests with us today. So I think we'll start with them. Mastriani's. Want to come on up, take a seat?
Won't block you again. Good evening, I'm Chris Mastriani, this is my wife Susan. We're here to kind of introduce you to this project we've had going for a while, 64 Tannery Road. We purchased this property last summer for the purpose of preventing it from being developed. And
Thank you for that.
yes, thank you. That's what everybody says.
Yeah.
Just gotta
Then it
Just
just kind of.
find the next
Right.
person.
Yeah.
So we purchased it after a lot of discussions with the Southwick Land Trust.
Yeah.
Because the plan A was for us to purchase it short term and then for them to purchase it from us. It's since turned into a case of they're not gonna be able to purchase it from us for quite a while just because of funding grants and all that stuff. So we're exploring the alternative of applying to the Community Preservation Committee to purchase the property for the town. Either they purchase the conservation restriction or they purchase the land.
Okay.
So we're in the process of submitting that application, which has to be in by November 1st. And the sample application that I looked at has letters of recommendation or endorsements from different boards in town that have some relation to that.
Sure.
We were just downstairs with the Park and Rec Commission asking them for a letter of recommendation. I think the conservation will try to get involved. The Pioneer Valley Planning Commission, I've asked them for a letter of recommendation, and I'm here to ask the Agricultural Commission if they would consider supporting that effort and being part of the application process. So it's 30, for anybody who doesn't know, it's 37 acres off Tannery Road. It used to be a part of a dairy farm going back to, I don't know, like the 1920s or something like that. Maybe not that old. It's supposed to be about 80 years old. And it's 37 acres and 16 to 18 acres are still actively paid by a farmer up in Granville. I spoke with him about a month ago, and he's interested in continuing to do that. If he's unable to because he's 80 years old, I've talked to Mike Solek at Solek Farm, and he would be interested in continuing that. So all the pieces I think are in place. It's a nice piece of property. We walked around it, and anyone's welcome to do that. It has access from the rail trail as well as, well, let's say footpath access from the rail trail as well as frontage on Tannery Road.
How do you get there from Tannery? Is it that path kind of goes?
Yeah, there's a little opening in the trees where there's a culvert over some wetlands.
Okay.
And you can get in there and then, and kind of, I've marked it with some pink tape.
Okay.
So there is somewhat of a path. It's probably not the optimum path, but it'll get you there. It's only about 500 or 600 feet.
Okay. I grew up right off of Tannery, so I know
Oh,
that area
yeah.
pretty well.
It's close to that old tennis court area.
Oh, it's up there.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what you're talking about, right? Where the old tennis court, you might not know about that. It's a long time ago.
Yeah.
I know.
So you're up on the top near the hill on Tannery? Or
No, it's
Or is it
like
down-
right across the street from Converse Road, I think.
oh, Concord?
Concord.
Okay. No, that's not near
It's an
your,
open little hayfield.
yeah, that's not near your
Yeah.
house.
You'll see there's a very
Yeah.
large
It is
wooden
that.
sign that has been painted over. It was the for sale sign.
Yeah.
And it's been painted over and there's a small sold sticker on it.
Okay,
So it's pretty much right there and you can
And
walk
you
in.
can see some tire marks from the farm equipment that go into the woods.
It is behind my house, but they're having a problem with the bridge and road. They haven't really sold that land yet, right?
Yeah, we had an agreement in place to buy there's an easement
On the side of my house.
there's an easement on the property of number 72. And we had an agreement with them in place and they backed away from that agreement. So it's still technically pending. It would make access a lot easier, but that is not finalized yet.
okay.
But when we purchased it, we didn't really plan on that being available, but it would make things a lot easier if that finally comes to fruition. There's some family drama on their part that needs to be sorted out. But that would make it a lot easier for you to get the farm equipment back there.
Okay. I mean, yeah, this is something we've done before.
Yeah. From the rail trail, I don't know if you're familiar, but if you park at Shaker Farms
Yep.
and go left, you'll come to a kiosk.
Yep, I know what it is.
Our property ends almost directly on the opposite side of the railroad
Okay.
from that kiosk. And if you have your back to this kiosk and you look over there, you'll see the surveying pin with some orange tape on it. And then I put some tape to get you from there into the big field area.
So it's recently been surveyed?
It must have been surveyed before we bought it.
Okay.
That was the only
If
pin
tape's still up, it's gotta be fairly recent.
yeah. Yeah, that's exactly,
Yeah.
yeah. That was the only pin I've been able to find out
Okay.
of like 10 or so. But I'm
Here's a
using
picture
my
of it.
phone for that. Um,
Oh, okay. It's a good chunk.
so there is wetlands there.
Oh,
It's kind of like a seasonal stream that goes through there at some time, depending on how wet things.
Yeah, I remember that.
Well, Dan's probably familiar. He's probably walked over. Tramped
It's
over.
directly behind my house, all that.
Yeah, that same stream.
Out of curiosity. Have you tried any other land trusts?
Not yet. I know Franklin doesn't
Franklin's
come
the big
down this
one,
far
yeah.
south.
I just heard of one the other day and I can't remember the name of it. They mostly, my neighbor, I live down, and then my neighbor happens to be on that land trust. And she was saying something, she was,
Kestrel.
that's it.
And
That's it.
There's one that was revived in Westfield. I don't remember what the name of that one was.
That, well, the one she's on though, she said they have like, it's a lot of money. They
Yeah.
save a lot of land. And I just didn't know if they worked in this area because it's not something I've ever looked into, so. But she's very involved in it and, I mean,
Well, yeah, I guess from what I've learned, the way that the system works is the town can either buy the property and someone else owns the conservation restriction, or the town buys the conservation restriction and then somebody else owns the property. The town cannot do both. So if the
Okay.
town, depending on what the appraisal is, if the town says, all right, we'll buy the property and then we'll have Kestrel or some other Southwick Land Trust, some other land trust own the conservation restriction, that's one possible scenario. The other scenario is for the town to buy the conservation restriction and then resell the property to someone who knows that conservation restriction is in place and it can never be developed.
right,
So that's,
right.
so there's a third scenario that I'm not, I think the town can be appointed as manager of the property as well as the conservation restriction.
I just think that's gonna be, I mean, I go to the town meetings all the time.
Yeah.
And that may be hard to push. I mean, people. And they haven't been too happy after we purchased the North Pond.
Yeah, well, they
Piece of
just went through it for 74 College Highway, though. I think that was just approved last year from.
Yeah.
Behind the church there. right?
Historic,
The
The
Historic
his-
Society.
Historic
The historic thing, and that's why it went, it's
Yeah.
because it's attached to the museum.
Mhm.
I think that's probably why it went, is because they wanted to own the property around the museum.
Right.
And people were okay with it, so I mean, it might be a hard, it might be a hard
we
sell.
did see, you saw some, how many houses did they have
He
planned?
just wants us to vote on it and
Yeah,
give him a,
so you want
Right.
approval,
Right.
you want the
That's
letter of
all we can do.
recommendation to go
Yeah.
to the CPC?
Yes.
Okay. So,
Yeah,
I
I
don't
mean,
see
that, to
any-
me, the CPC is what's gonna.
yeah,
might be
About
the
a
one.
dozen years ago, there was a plan drawn up to put like 17 houses back.
oh, I remember,
I don't think it ever got to the point of being considered officially, but I do have a copy of the plan that I got from Conservation Commission, so. If somebody at that time thought that it was feasible, then I
Then it's still
assumed
feasible.
someone else.
Oh,
would
yeah.
think. And we've actually been approached by a solar company to buy or lease the property, but that's not what we want to
yeah,
do.
no,
thank you.
Yeah, we should have them on buildings, not on
Yeah.
our farmland.
that's very nice.
So that's, that's what we're asking for. We appreciate if you consider that and if you see your way to do that, you can get it to me by the deadline.
Yeah, I mean,
Just gonna squeak in.
I could probably write that up in the next day or two.
Yeah, you wrote one, it was in September of 24 for the.
Yeah, I have a copy
74
of that.
College Highway,
Yep.
so
Basically just copy it.
you just copy that and change the address.
Yes. And the names, yeah.
Change the name of who it's going to.
So,
What was the deadline again?
November first.
I'll make a motion to write a letter of recommendation to the CPC for 64 Tannery Road.
Second the motion.
All in favor? Zach Barnett.
Aye.
Aye.
Yeah, fine.
Dan Cook, aye.
Hi, Jennifer. Hi.
Sage, aye.
Yeah, I got it. All right,
All right, thank you very much.
Okay,
everybody.
thank you. Appreciate
you.
it. Nice meeting you.
Dan.
Yep. see
Now
you.
we're all,
Thank you.
we're all gonna have to go up there and see them.
Yeah.
We're all so cute.
Nice meeting you. Yeah, take care.
Chris, good night. Yeah, you too. Thanks for
coming.
putting us in for fun and long.
Sure. All right. Norm, are you in a rush?
No, he, Chris.
Are you in a rush?
No.
Wait, man.
Yours might take longer, cause I mean, you're opening up a whole new can of worms, so. Norm, do you wanna come up?
What?
Did you tell him we only have one eye a night?
Hey, Norm.
Hi, Norm Cheever from Master Plan Implementation Committee.
You know,
I don't think I've ever met you, Norm. I've heard your name.
I've heard his name a
Seen you
million
at
times,
meetings.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm also chairman of the Conservation Commission, so I was interested in your first topic. It was tough.
Yeah,
have you guys talked about this too?
Not yet,
No.
not yet.
so you're gonna hear it again.
And that's okay, that's okay.
Spoiler alert.
It's doing a good thing. so.
Yeah, are you guys meeting before November 1st?
Yes,
Okay,
yep,
Hoping somebody. will-
we are meeting on the 20th, is our next meeting. Fortunately, I don't have copies for those online.
that's fine. I think actually you sent it in an email maybe.
I did put it in an email.
So,
Okay.
cool with that.
Okay. So what we're in the position at this point in time now that we've prioritized all of the lead action items. We've put the modifications in place to modify an action item, to transfer an item, to cancel an item, to create a new item, okay? Now that we got that in place, we got the priorities in place, the next step is to, okay, let's try to sign up for when we think we're gonna make some completions, okay? And the first sheet is what went out within the last 10 days, I believe. And I know we working on a liaison approach. You had Jessica Taylor as your liaison.
Yes.
She unfortunately had to resign because her job changed dramatically, and
Mhm.
Sad, she's very.
so we split hers up and you inherited me. So on the second sheet and the third sheet, you actually have your prioritizations that took place. The economic development one for the Taste of Southwick was transferred off to economic development, so that's no longer on your list. Your first item had to do with organized regular free workshops for working on regenerative and innovative agricultural practices. Your second priority was organize an annual open forum to connect with and educate landowners on the options for permanently protecting their land. The third one was modified, I think I think Jessica handled the modification of that one.
Yeah, I remember talking about.
It has to support local farmers and help ensure sustainable methods of irrigation. The Agricultural Commission will research regional and federal resources to identify alternative irrigation methods, implementation processes, and funding mechanisms. And then on the last page, you inherited a new one. When we, the Master Plan Implementation Committee, reviewed the entire master plan, we came up with a handful of items that we didn't think was properly covered in the original master plan. And this is one here. It has to do with land-based invasive plants. And the water-based ones are pretty much covered through conservation and lake management. But this was one that we were looking for a homeowner, and we debated it at great length of who should own it. DPW was the leader for a while because they're broadly across the town. But then we decided, with the experience of farmers working with pesticides, that the proper home was probably with the Agricultural Commission. Okay, and as we.
Was that how they thought it would be handled with pesticides?
Yes. But it doesn't have,
Any organic farmer isn't gonna want to.
It's to be discussed, I guess.
well, yeah, obviously,
Yeah.
the solution is gonna be different for each one of these perhaps,
Mhm.
okay? But I know we have, we're having a recent problem with the Japanese knotweed. And actually DPW is helping spread that because when they mow the edges of the roads, they're mowing that and it gets on their mower blades and off it goes.
Interesting.
Okay, so any new ones that get transferred in or newly created, they automatically go to the bottom of your priority list. So that's why it's number 4. If you decide to change the priority, that's fine. Or if you decide that you don't believe it's rightfully in your court, you can send a request to transfer it. And I brought a copy of the modifications. Give you one copy.
Okay.
It tells you the process for transferring, modifying, canceling. And so we were hoping to get this filled out for your 4 items before November 14th. We have a big presentation with the planning board and the select board on our annual review, and we'd like to have all the inputs by then. Now, we can do it tonight. You can take it to your next meeting. It's your choice. Just the only rules that have is we need to understand that year one, all our years go with the calendar, with the fiscal year of the town. There's only 7 months left for year one, okay, because June 1st or June 30th is the last day. So you need to factor that in. Number 2, we're freezing the first 2 years. Okay, so if you sign up for a completion in year one, you're gonna be on the hook for year one. If you sign up for 0, you're not on the hook for 0. And it doesn't matter which one you complete. Okay, but we'd like to know which ones you're working on. So I'm flexible on trying to do it tonight. Or if you wanna take this to your next meeting, that's fine with me too.
Well, I have a thought on this, and,
Okay,
so we already host an annual farmers forum.
yep,
We could probably hit all of these points at the farmers forum.
okay,
Maybe not, maybe we start with one first year.
Yeah.
Really focus on that, but we could keep adding them to the farmers forum. The farmers
okay,
forum itself is one of them, basically. It's,
Right, right,
Number two.
right,
your number two priority?
yeah.
Well, number two priority, yeah, we
The one
we already
that we-
basically do.
Okay,
Like kind of a sure thing.
okay,
So we could add, we could,
Potentially.
we could have like turn it into a workshop or
yeah,
for number one, or. Well, I think is I want to bring in like a guest speaker.
yeah,
I think that would get more farmers involved. We could possibly hit on some of the other things. Have them talk about. Regenerative agricultural processes or
We talked about having some.
Or the invasive species.
invasive species or irrigation. I mean,
Topics at once.
yeah,
I think we could do a lot of this. I mean, I'd like to start with probably just focus on one, so
Okay.
we don't overwhelm ourselves, but
well, that's what I recommend, be cautious.
yeah,
Because part of the process is there are some supportive groups. That you gotta spend some time
yeah,
after you decide what you wanna do, send it to them and get their approval. Or you may wanna use them to help you develop the process, that's your option, okay?
I mean, I think number two. I mean, we already do that, but we can, kind of focus it on educating landowners.
Okay.
Permanently protecting our
All right.
land.
So since you already do number two. Are you saying that you wanna claim that one for year one?
Well, we talked
Oh, yeah.
about doing
No brainer.
bringing in someone to talk about a 61
Yeah,
and
which would be,
61A.
Fit that
B.
that would fit that
All that. So
perfectly.
if we did that,
Yeah,
it wouldn't be just for farmers. Jen and I were talking about that this morning. It would be for land owners.
Yep.
Anyone who owns
So, yeah.
land, because anybody, I believe over 5 acres
5
would
acres.
be,
Correct.
would be the
Okay.
person to invite. So if we opened up the farm forum to landowners, tackled the 61 issue with a guest
Yeah.
speaker, we definitely would have nailed the second one.
Yeah, I think in subsequent years, we did hit every other one.
Oh, yeah.
okay. So I think what I'm hearing is you'll sign up to do the open space 1.4. Year one, and then you're gonna do like one a year?
Yeah,
after
we
that?
can add on to it, I think,
Okay,
give people a reason to come to the farmers
so
forum.
your second choice would be, which one we wanna put in year two then?
The organization, I think, is gonna take a while for us to find.
Yeah,
Okay.
People, I think that's gonna take a little bit longer because we're gonna have to do a lot of research. Find what's available for resources out there and funding and any of that. So I think number 3 is probably gonna take a lot more research to figure out.
Which one is number 3? Can you,
That's the
for
one,
people?
for local farmers about the irrigation,
I don't know if you can
the
see that.
irrigation one that they modified.
Okay. Thank you.
Sustainable methods of irrigation. We have to research state, federal and state, regional and federal resources to identify alternative irrigation methods, implementation processes and funding mechanism.
Thank you.
That one we haven't even, as a committee, touched on any of that, where some of the other stuff we've already
Yeah,
discussed
okay.
other things. So to me, that would be one of the ones we'd have to do a little later on.
Okay,
I mean, I think the invasive species one would be easy too, because we could have someone from. Preservation committee come in. Kind of join us.
I would think though, if we did the one on invasive species, that if you're gonna really target invasive, it's not just farmers, it's everybody.
that's
Yeah.
correct.
Every landowner.
Oh, it's
That's
everywhere.
Every landowner, I mean, that
Yeah.
is a massive thing, we were just, my husband and I were talking about multiflora, not that, purple loosestrife, which is an invasive, and back when I was in college at Westfield State, I'm getting a science degree, it was everywhere, and then they worked really hard.
Mhm.
It's a long purple, if you've never seen it, in the middle of highways, it was in bloom about a month ago, and it's like a spire that comes out, and it's called purple loosestrife, and It was so bad, it was everywhere.
So then
And-
purple berries,
No,
Okay.
just a purple flower.
Okay.
As far as I know, but it used to, the medians of the highways were full of them.
yeah,
And bet this was back in the early 2000s. Massachusetts went nuts and they had a huge action to reduce it because it was taking over everything and just wiping out native
yeah,
species. And I just noticed when we were out driving about a month ago on the highway, I'm like, oh my God, it's back.
Oh,
And
no.
it's coming back in, because it spreads seeds and it spreads through roots and I mean, the littlest piece of it
yeah,
and
Just great.
Okay.
it grows. So that was, I was surprised that wasn't in here because it was such a big campaign back in the early 2000s to get rid of that. And it is back. I mean, I know on our own land, I'm constantly fighting the multiflora rose, the oriental bittersweet, those things are everywhere.
yeah,
And the Russian olives, I think it's called the autumn olive, it must be, because we call them Russian olives, but
okay,
it's not an olive, but it's a shrubby, small tree looking shrubby thing.
I like
I-
my burning bushes.
I was gonna say, I like burning bushes too, but I don't have any, so, but I'm looking at
You have
those
two.
things.
Yeah, I got a couple.
Everybody's property, that would have to be a town-wide
Yeah.
thing for
Yeah.
any property owners. To, even if just to educate them that these are invasive and they should be reducing them, not allowing them to grow everywhere. And I do think one of the things that might be included in that is finding alternative ways to eradicate them. I mean, goats are probably one of the best.
Yeah.
They'll eat the multiflora rose like it's nothing.
Really?
They love it,
Nice.
love it.
yeah,
They'll just wipe it out clean.
So just got a flock of goats and
And
walk them around town.
I was gonna say, I mean,
I mean,
there's
there's
ways,
sheep in the solar panels.
Is it?
well, I would think for the grass, but yeah, for
There's a
anything
whole bunch of
brushy,
sheep
I
in
mean,
there I
that's,
discovered one day.
It's kind of cool.
it's certainly an alternative to, I
Yeah.
mean, I would never use a pesticide on our land. I,
I prefer not to.
no way, I
Yeah.
just wouldn't. We rip them up and we burn them. That's what we do. We have a pile and anything that's invasive like that, we have a burn pile and we burn them every year
yeah,
as a way to get rid of them.
perfect.
I just have two thoughts when you're done.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was thinking on that. It should be town-wide, so it would be I think it would be a town-wide event
Well,
or,
we could bring the town into it.
right, yeah, I think it would be one of those things where you offered up a workshop on it. And maybe the next year's open forum,
Yeah, or we have another one.
something where we educate the people on that. I think that wouldn't be too bad. I would say we could probably do it within a year's time, figure out all the different methods of getting rid of it, finding experts to know. I mean, because it's mostly educating everybody at what it looks like.
Okay,
Now, are these ongoing? Like, are we supposed to keep, once we do one, do we keep doing it every year or is it one and done?
well, it'll vary upon the need,
Okay.
okay?
Cause we might get new ones later on.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. So are we hinting that the invasives would be year two?
I
2 or 3.
I would think we'd want to put it off to at least 2, so that we could.
I mean, number one, it says organize regular workshops, which means ongoing.
Which was something we talked about doing like during the winter, and that's what I was gonna say, I think we're talking about two different things, but like what we've generally done with the farmers open forum in January. Whether or not we decide on that's gonna be just farmers or we open it up, even if we have it for just farmers, we could still potentially put something on. In the winter season, like we talked about before, an additional workshop of some kind.
Yeah, from spring to fall, you can't get a farmer to come to anything.
Right, I understand that.
Right, so, we could potentially try to fit one of those. In year 2, maybe in like March or whatever the case may be, but. That's like what I was gonna say, whether.
Or maybe we open it up to possibly for landowners,
Oh, that's
know,
what I'm
like,
Like for everyone, like whether or
Yeah.
not. To keep the January one for just farmers, or we decide to open it up, the additional ones would be.
I mean,
Like
it
all
was never
the-
really closed off to anyone.
Yeah, it really
but
wasn't, yeah.
We, you know,
We just targeted
advertised,
that
yes, so,
demographic.
Yep.
And I think with the fact that we're trying to move more into education
Right.
in the town, that's something when I came on that I was a teacher and. So I think educating and like Jen and I have been working, when we went to the schools, we've made a connection now. Jen made it, and it's great through the middle school. And the hope was that we would be able to run some classes as educational because. I know we have farmers in town that call themselves farmers, but anybody can be a farmer.
Yeah.
Anybody who wants to grow anything can be a farmer. And I mean, I'm a homesteader, so for us, I do grow everything. I don't sell my stuff right now, but I do grow it. And
Yeah.
I don't call myself a farmer because then people think you sell it. But if you're a homesteader, I farm every day. So it's just that I'm not marketing it. And
Right.
I think that that's part of the thing I think we've all talked about is education to the community.
Yeah.
So that we start including more people. If we can't convince our kids in town that they're farmers, then we've lost it.
Yeah,
We've,
absolutely. That's right.
we need to convince everybody that we need, your little one with her, mama's out
That's
there
pretty
on the side. Yeah, everybody needs to think that they are a farmer in Southwick. If we're gonna preserve the land, if we're gonna make this stay farming with open space and all that, you have to convince everybody that.
I think
they're
that would
farmers.
fit in our first one too, cause that could potentially be like a workshop if you're meeting with the
Right,
schools.
right.
so that
Well,
might
and I
be-
had suggested at one of the other meetings that we do some workshops like I did at the library where I
Right.
taught, plan your garden. I volunteered at the library last spring and I did a series of workshops on how to plan your garden, how to grow seeds, do the planting. We talked about organic pesticides, all kinds of things.
Yeah.
So that's the kind of stuff I think that we've all talked about wanting to.
So I think we could just
I
do
think
that
one could
as,
fit.
as a commission.
Yeah, I think that one would fit easier into our next bucket.
Oh, definitely.
You know what
That
I'm
one
saying?
wouldn't be hard doing a
Like
free
two and
workshop.
one, or
Yeah, I mean,
two is
those can be
the
like the
first one,
library.
and then one would
Right,
be our
right. They
next.
could be, they could be in conjunction with the library, certainly. Lynn's been very open to.
Yeah.
I would say number one is gonna be our second thing.
Oh, okay, all right.
And that would be an ongoing one anyway.
Yeah, it's
all the
gonna be
time.
ongoing. So once we get that ramped up, then we'll. keep
Yeah, it
going.
says regular, so
Right, I think.
whatever regular means.
Right, right.
Okay. And then the third year would be the invasive species one,
That makes sense, I think.
okay?
Yeah, I think-
Yeah, and the irrigation, we're gonna have
Put that
to
up.
do some studying.
Yeah.
I think that's gonna be the
Okay.
hardest, especially to find funding,
Yeah,
or anything like that. I think that's gonna be the hardest to do.
yeah, we'll have to research grants, stuff like that.
Right.
So it's okay, Norm, that what we're saying we're gonna do is out of order of what we.
Oh, absolutely.
We-
Yeah,
okay.
Absolutely.
Wanna be in the naughty list.
We're gonna work hard to keep everybody on the green list, okay?
You got 2, 1, 4, 3 then, no priority.
2, 1, 4, 3, yep.
Yep. So what I'll do is I'll fill this out and I'll send it to you, Zach.
Okay, cool. Okay, share it with everyone.
And if you're, make sure you're happy with it. That's great.
Cool.
Thank you.
This was easier than I thought it was gonna
Yeah.
be.
All right.
Yeah,
Well
Thank you.
done, everybody.
Really we feel like we have some steam rolling.
Yeah.
Now in the committee and.
You're gonna process.
Yeah.
Yeah. Excellent. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yep, take care now.
Stay a little longer if that's all right.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. All right, our next guest is Melissa Barraza. I think I said your name right.
You did.
Melissa Barraza, Barraza.
Hello.
How are you? So I shared an email that she sent us about,
The
Chicken.
chickens, I'm the chicken lady.
Chicken.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
I
so,
think a lot of us are chicken people. You have chickens, I have chickens,
like, yeah.
so. We have a lot of questions, I have a lot of concerns, and I just want to tell you a story real quick.
Oh, sure, so, During the coronavirus pandemic, we were living with my elderly mother and my stepfather who was suffering from Lewy body dementia and declining rapidly. I have two little boys who have a genetic rare autoimmune disorder that prevents them from attending public school. They get monthly infusions, lots of trips to Boston, expenses. So we decided during the shutdown that something we could do would be to get day old baby chicks as like a 4-H homeschool thing. And we have 10 hens now. They're older now, but they're pets to us, beloved pets, not just eggs. I mean, most of them don't even lay anymore. And we've got one egg eater who probably should be in a soup pot, but we just adore her. She's the queen, right? She's the queen. So we love her so much. And my mom's just getting too old to have them at her house. We moved here to get medical care for our children. I'm a nurse and my husband's a federal law enforcement officer. We're living in the apartments at Southwood Acres right now. My mom's been keeping them for us. We're just waiting to buy a house in Southwick. We're waiting for the housing market to shift a little bit. But unfortunately, it's not happening fast enough. And my mom's not doing well.
Okay.
And so in a last ditch effort, versus trying to like rehome them to anyone who would take the old hens, which is just awful because they're beloved. But we reached out to see if there was anyone remotely in the area that had maybe a little parcel of land or homestead that they would lease like 20 square footage out to us to put a temporary little coop and run on so we could bring our chickens with us while we wait to buy a house and not lose them.
Mhm.
But I know it's a stretch, but I'm grateful for even you guys humoring me and allowing me to be here and.
I think this is something, I read it.
Yeah.
I own 13 acres of land.
Yeah.
I have a homestead, I have chickens, stuff,
Yeah.
everything. The biggest issue I had
Mhm.
is I would feel terrible, and this town is full of wildlife that want to eat your
Oh,
chickens.
absolutely,
Oh.
yeah.
And that is probably the biggest issue.
Yeah.
We've had attacks on our coops. I now keep my coops like right next to the house,
Okay.
which I hate doing because I
No,
like
yeah.
the
Mine are right
target.
next to the house,
Yeah.
and this is the bear 2 days ago that just.
We have bears
See.
all the
Yeah,
time.
I've seen them come
Oh, yeah.
through behind apartments.
Yeah.
I've seen them,
Marisa.
yeah, I've seen them come through behind the apartments and I
You
haven't
need to
really
start
thought
with
about
it.
that too much because my mom's on the Waterford League Trust in Connecticut. She's on the board there, so I'm familiar with,
Yeah.
like conservation land trust things. We don't really have the bears in Waterford.
No,
I think there's like 1 or 2 sightings like
Oh,
every
dear.
5
We
years
have
or
them
something.
Daily, all over
Yeah.
That's
town.
something,
Be a big one.
definitely,
Right. That was my biggest concern
absolutely,
is,
yeah.
I mean,
So where do you live on the end of
Trying to keep
Tannery Road?
yeah,
We're in the apartment complex right there, yeah.
At the end of Tannery?
Mhm.
he lives on Tannery.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, that's the biggest thing. I think that people would feel, I mean, I would. feel
absolutely.
horrid if
Yeah, I mean,
I
that's
can't
just
control the
something-
Oh
wildlife
my
in
God, well, it
in
wouldn't
my yard.
be, no, of course not.
But I mean,
Yeah,
I've had them
absolutely.
literally, we keep ours in 10 by 10 chain link dog kennels.
Yes,
And I have had them peel the chain link right off the kennels, go in and
Oh,
destroy.
yeah. I got the bear on video. He stands up on his hind legs and just rips the side of the coop off.
Yes, I've had them, I mean, we bear proof everything and it is the hardest
it's
thing
not possible.
to keep them out.
Yeah.
It truly is. And that was my biggest
That is
concern.
a valid
Is
concern.
that you
I
know,
wouldn't want that to happen.
if you're not
either.
with
Yeah.
them all the time.
Yeah,
Or they're not
Oh,
up close to
we're
the
home.
dwelling. Yeah,
Okay.
we're home all the
Yeah.
time, but
Yeah.
that makes no
There.
difference. I mean, I've had them walk the bears,
oh my gosh.
probably, well, right before your husband ran
Red
into
tag bear?
red tag,
That's
right
the
near
one
red
that was on my
tag.
house.
Guys are making her feel real good.
That's
Well,
the
you
name
know,
of the
if I
bear.
need to
Yeah,
know,
why not?
I would much rather, have them go to like a
No.
refuge
Who's
or
like-
something. We have a,
You wanted to fight my husband.
Right,
Yeah.
she
Oh,
had,
it's-
she had one that
They're
went
very
after her
mean.
husband, and it was in my yard 2 weeks
With my
earlier.
toddler outside.
And I'm out there chasing the thing off with my metal spoons and screaming at it and throwing rocks. Because it was standing
I've got a
3 feet
radio,
from
I've got
my
a radio
house.
playing
Yeah.
loudly right now, just to keep it away.
Yeah, so that's an issue
no, I'm
that
so grateful.
that
for
I think you will
yeah,
run into in Southwick.
absolutely.
They are
Okay.
everywhere. And this summer, we actually even had up on the other end of town, a mountain lion sighting.
I'm
So,
from Key West, Florida.
Oh, dear Lord, yeah.
This is all new to me. Like we had some island hens down there. And
No
they kind of
alligators?
just,
I
no,
was
we don't really have alligators in the Keys. There's a couple
No,
like,
they're up north more.
yeah, they're like in the Everglades. That's like 3 hours north of us. That's up north. That's the north. So
But no,
I'm,
there are a lot of things. I mean, we don't get the mountain lions all the time, but occasionally I had one on my property probably 7, 8 years ago. I had a
Okay.
mountain lion on my property. And, I scared, our neighbor saw it and,
yeah,
I mean, it was right there in his face. So we do have these things and it's hard. I mean,
absolutely.
when
Yeah.
the mountain lion was here this summer, when they had been spotted on the other side of town, their range is so huge.
Oh, yeah, they go
I mean, we had
hundreds of miles,
pigs
right?
and they weren't full grown yet, and I was having to lock them up every
Okay.
single night in a kennel because I feared for them.
Yeah.
Because a mountain lion will jump electric fences. I mean, there's no way to keep them
And
out.
we don't have mountain lions, we don't have black bears in Waterford, Connecticut.
No.
They're not there. So this is not something I've had to consider.
Right,
So
that was my biggest.
meeting
fear.
adjourned.
Well,
mean,
thing is, I just felt bad. I would feel bad, and I think anybody would if your pets were.
I
Absolutely.
mean, everyone in Southwick raises chickens, not everyone.
No,
We got a lot
right,
of chicken
right.
raisers, and
But
And I wanted to do
I
my
lo-
due
I lost
diligence
4
and be
this week,
responsible.
so.
For this week?
Yeah.
oh, did you? No,
Yeah.
I haven't lost it.
Oh.
I mean, we really are like vigilant. I have
Yeah.
electric fence around stuff.
Do you?
I have-
Okay.
Well, I know you
Oh.
mentioned. Well, go ahead.
Just to interject, don't forget, we have aerial predators as well. I have
Oh.
like 2 hawks that circle my house.
I don't have any trouble with the hawks.
Oh, the hawk killed
And-
just for fun of my house.
I have no trouble with, I have hawks
Well,
all
we
the
have, you
time.
know, we have the hardware cloth run
Yeah.
that they stay in, so they're not, you know, with
Right.
where it's like dug in, but we don't have the bears.
Oh, yeah, I mean, if you don't have something anchored down, well, I don't get the problem with the fox digging under because my kennels are so close to my house, but we have fox.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
raccoons that'll dig right
Yeah,
under.
yeah, yeah.
There's,
Bobcats.
yeah, the
Bobcats
bobcats will do it,
fast.
there's a lot of
Yeah,
wildlife
yeah.
in
So
Southwick.
you got a coop and everything?
Oh, yeah, I mean, I was gonna put like a coop and like a little, you know, like one of those kits, but a bear would probably just
The bear, yeah, I
rip
mean,
the side right off of it.
I know you mentioned 4-H, 4-H, but do you have you reached out to anyone 4-H? Do you have 4-H contacts at all?
No, we're still fairly new here. We've been here
Okay.
for 2 years. We only moved here because Massachusetts passed legislation that mandated insurance cover our child's rare autoimmune disorder. So we left. My mom recently widowed, moved from the house. We moved into a 1-bedroom apartment, all 4 of us with the 2 kids. We have a nurse that comes and does their IV infusions every month. Like, it's been awful. We had to file bankruptcy, like all these things, but we have our hens that are
Yeah.
just beloved. And even this morning, that microburst that went through, the pear tree came down on the run, so like the clock's ticking. My mom's almost 80, and I was just like trying to see, I'm like, is there anything that we can do to, you know,
I mean,
save our girls?
I do know a good amount of people in 4-H, and if we are saying like, we don't probably think it's gonna work out for us specifically, I was
I mean, we
saying I
could,
could
we
certainly
could try
focus
it,
on
but
reaching out to
you gotta
people
know, like-
too. But I was curious, like, what the plan, what you had, or what your plan was, like, you had a coop and all of that, and.
We have the one at my mom's house. It's
Okay.
like a big one, solid, but it's,
Is
you
it
know,
movable?
it's not movable. So we were gonna, you know, just kind of get a temporary one with like a chain link fence run that we'd put hardware cloth just for the next year or so while we house hunt.
Okay.
But I'm thinking, now after considering that it's so valid. And I don't want that to happen to them
Yeah.
either,
I
especially
mean,
if it's
a
not in
day-
my
for Zach
backyard
and
where I
it's a
can like.
day-to-day
Yeah.
thing because.
Cause we have a border collie that runs the, you know, the hawks and things like that off, and she
Mhm.
wouldn't be there, it would be,
Right.
so, okay.
yeah, it's not really a question of if it's gonna happen, it's a matter of when it's gonna
Yeah,
happen.
yeah.
Is it, I mean, I lose chickens every year from
Oh.
wildlife.
I'm just
We used
grateful
to,
that.
Till we moved them
yeah.
up next to the house, we do the kennels, I mean, it,
But I'm in the woods more, like I'm up on the mountain, so
Yeah.
right.
my coop is against my
I mean,
house.
we've
They
had
don't,
Fisher cats, we've had Fisher
Yes,
cats.
yeah,
go
yeah, we
through
have
the-
those there,
They've had
yeah.
to go through the chain link fence.
Yeah.
So that
yeah.
if they're, I can't open them up too early in the
Yeah,
morning,
yeah.
or the Fisher cats are out, and. I mean, it's a constant battle,
Yeah.
and if you're not there to fight it all the time,
Absolutely,
It-
yeah,
it's more apt to lose it.
yeah,
You know, and
absolutely.
I mean, and if you can't. If it's that, I know your kids like their certain chickens, but part of life is they will adjust if they don't have them. But maybe if you made connections with farms, I mean, I'd be happy to. If you wanted to come to my house and the kids wanted to see animals,
Oh, that's so sweet. Yeah,
I too have autoimmune disorders.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
I got from COVID,
yeah,
and so I understand.
yes.
And I understand that thinking. So if you wanted, if the kids needed a place to like make a pretend farm or
Oh, that's
make
so
it
sweet.
feel like
Thank
they
you.
were, that's something that, I mean, as a friend, I could invite you up.
That's very kind.
You know,
That's
and
very-
if that might be enough to get the kids through, cause it's a, I know it's hard, it's hard,
Yeah, yeah,
you know, but it's, you know, that's part of it is maybe you have to find a, if you can't, find an alternative plan that maybe
Yeah,
that
yeah.
would fill the gap
yeah.
for them,
But you still have the,
Can I just say, one thing? I know, when I was working with Holly, Holly does a lot with 4-H at Kleinview. And I don't know if maybe, she can reach out to Holly at Kleinview. Because she does a lot of work with the kids 4-H. And maybe there's something could come from that. I'm not sure.
So I have a lot of mass, 4-H
Oh,
contacts.
okay.
So that's why I
Okay.
was saying, if we say this isn't gonna, you know, we don't really know, if you're comfortable with like passing the information, if you're comfortable with me passing the
Absolutely,
information
yeah,
on,
absolutely.
I will certainly do that.
I would be very
and just
grateful.
See if there's anything.
Yeah,
'Cause I mean, there's different farms and
Yeah.
you never know what opportunity
Absolutely.
someone might.
there's also in Westfield, there's a animal.
The Whip City
Yeah, Whip
animal
City.
that, yes,
Where-
yeah. Doing everything I could to not give them to
Yeah.
someone else
Yeah.
because we want them with us forever until they're, you know.
Yeah,
We've driven out to Yukon to have them humanely euthanized when we know that they're sick and have, you know,
Yeah.
I mean, there are
They're-
babies.
I guess.
You know, they're
I'm more of a
they've-
farmer.
Yeah, yeah, they're very much pets to us, so very much
On
pets. So
Saturday
thank
to
you
take
for-
care of our little ones.
thank you for humoring me and allowing
Oh,
me
we get
to.
Stand though, I mean, that's,
So
Some
if you
people-
wanna, if you wanna come down to my house and check out, I'll let you put a chicken coop down there if you want
Oh
to.
my gosh,
And it's probably a mile from where you live.
are you serious?
No,
Oh, that's
so-
awesome. That's awesome.
but find some protection.
Here's my phone number.
Protection.
Right.
We'll get together this week maybe and come down, pick out a spot and you can put them behind my house.
That is so kind.
That's awesome.
never know.
Yeah, that is really kind.
He's got a nice piece of land too, so
Oh,
Well, it's great because it's so close, you're so close to
you
her.
could ride bikes down there.
Yeah, right, you wouldn't have to go very far.
thank you.
You're
Yeah.
welcome.
All right, well,
And if you need some help figuring out how to really make them bear proof, feel free to, you know, get a hold of them.
Fair resistant, there's no fair.
Very resistant, yes, you know, so that you feel like you've got him in there safe.
Yeah.
Cause
Something
some of the
that's a
shopper
idea.
You get the red tag bear, he's not.
Yeah,
soft.
that's a red
Yeah.
tag bear, just
No.
run.
We make ours out of 2x4s and plywood.
Oh my
And-
goodness.
Okay, after this,
Yeah,
we'll
when-
talk about this bear.
Oh, this bear is the thing.
Thank you.
I'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, thank you so
Yeah,
much.
you're welcome.
Okay. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, you're welcome, thanks for coming.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. I'll cry now. They're my babies. They're therapeutic chickens, emotional support hens.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that's it.
Thank you so much. Thank you
Yeah, you take care.
Have a good night, Melissa.
so much.
Wait to the end.
I know, you wanna talk about bears for 15 minutes, Dan.
Why don't you terrorize her? And I said, all right, add and
I'm gonna save the day.
Save the day, that's it.
take care.
Good night. Melissa Barraza.
Melissa Barraza. Barrazo.
No, AZA.
AZA?
Yeah.
Oh, right, Barraza. A on the end.
I have her email address.
RRAZA.
Actually, you have it too. I forwarded you the email.
No, I got it.
Yeah.
I definitely got it. I forgot all about it. It's like,
Well, I had thought about it, but I'm thinking, gosh, I would feel so bad if they, I mean, we can
Yeah.
hardly keep our own alive, let alone.
It's been a rough week for me.
she lives right down the street.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah, right, she is really close.
So I mean,
I don't think
Come down there
there's
with
a
kids
place
anytime.
closer she could bring them.
Right.
No, I was
There's
gonna
no
say,
other
but
place,
You're
yeah.
not as close as they, as anybody.
All right.
I mean, I literally had to make my coop Fort Knox just because of how many predators circle my property.
I don't really have predators back there. I mean, I do, but I don't see them.
chickens.
No,
Oh, yeah, chickens are dry.
Awesome, right, yeah.
I've seen a bobcat and I've seen the coyotes. I've never seen a bear yet.
Really?
Well, they're gonna sniff out the chickens.
Garbage, that's it's all the time.
My worst attackers are deer on my pumpkins.
Well,
Yeah.
we have deer
They
too.
love pumpkins.
They don't bother the chickens.
So after the bear destroyed my coop for the second time 2 days ago, went over to my neighbor's house. ate his pumpkin right off his front porch.
Bear did?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's.
I think the bears are getting too comfortable.
Way too
Pineapple.
comfortable.
Exactly. We had to pick a watermelon the other day and roll it down the hill and smash it from the garden. We still have watermelon out there. It had to have been a bear because it was a good sized watermelon
They love that.
and,
I was behind a truck yesterday, pulling a cart full of watermelons over to Calabrese.
Mm.
I don't know what was wrong with the trailer, he was going like that the whole way. He couldn't go over 20 miles an hour. I was stuck behind him all the way
Behind
through
him?
center town. I was waiting for him to roll up the truck. I kept my space in case something happened. All right, so that was our first item.
we zipped through though. We got through everybody.
Let's see, planning for farm parade on November 1st.
Okay.
Are we hooking up with this
So
same spot? the
Yeah, we're
same
gonna-
Trailer and everything?
trailer, same thing, what's his name with the straw?
I'll go,
Jack felt.
Jack
I'll
Feldman.
go pick it up.
He says we can have 10 to 12 bales or something.
I'll
Oh,
go
great.
pick it up.
So you get as many as you can, cause I feel like we're a little light every year on the, can get, load up your truck, or I can come down 2 with you if we can get more.
Yeah, we always 10 or 12, obviously.
Yeah. And then.
I might have 1 or 2 in my shed that I bought from, that I haven't installed. I haven't used them yet.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
need,
you'll get them back. We're just gonna sit on them.
Just sit down.
I'm gonna buy one off of Jack, tell him, find out how much they are when you pick them up.
All right.
Cause I need more straw. So I figured we need to make like signs and stuff, we were talking
Right,
about that.
yep.
I figured we should have a work session. In 2 weeks. Just do work, like not in the fit, like just a work meeting.
What do you mean?
Like come here and build, make signs or something.
Okay.
We have what? We have the banners that we used and then
It's, I mean,
There's, and we have this, Jen made a few signs
October 22nd.
that we used at the open house at Powder Mill,
Mhm.
and those could be used also.
Do
Some of
we even
those.
need a work session then?
I
Well,
don't
we
know.
should
Wonder.
make a few more, and I plan on making some, I finally got,
Do you wanna do it like at a work session?
have to, I can do it at home. I'm fine
Cause
with
we've
it.
never really had to do that before, we usually just show up, the morning of
Right,
farm
right.
parade, you know, we go there like 8 o'clock in the morning. Get everything ready, or we can do arts and crafts there if we have to. if it's a nice day.
some stuff to put on.
As long as it's a nice day, I mean, we can hang out there for a couple hours
Right,
at the DPW.
I'm sure I'll have a couple pumpkins left over
Do you have any?
decorate.
I have, so the posters that I made, we put up on the walls. I need to laminate them to make them waterproof or more sturdy for the trailer, but it's not a problem. And I was gonna make one more. We have a right to farm poster and agricultural poster, but I also was gonna do a poster about what we do, like in big letters. And the letters that I found they're waterproof. So it looks pretty cool. So I could do one more between now and then.
You want-
I was
you want to
wondering,
at
do
a
we
work
have,
session?
what's that?
You wanna do it at a work session or just on your own time?
I can do it on my own. Yeah, it was fairly easy. I mean, if you want a work session, I have no problem doing a work session too.
I'd rather not if we don't
Yeah.
have to, but I'm definitely open to it.
Yeah, I'm okay with not having one if you, you know, I'm good either way. It depends on what you feel like. I mean, I was wondering, like, do we have like hay bales? Do we have like the bigger stuff?
We're gonna
you
have
know.
big bales of straw.
I'll get some candy.
I was gonna
If you
say,
think about it, grab a bag of candy, everybody, so we got something to throw at the kids.
I think
Yeah.
Bert said he had some already in
Bert has-
bags or
Bert has
something.
candy corn bags.
He
Yeah,
does it-
but we can do some more
Oh, we can get
too.
more, yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
are
Yeah.
we having, are we getting the tractor again on
I
the?
believe so. Do you have another skeleton to put on?
You know, he's still sitting in my basement with the axe from last year, so he's ready to go.
Perfect.
Maybe I can
Wanna have,
reinforce it
wanna have a
little bit
work
this time?
session?
No.
Get it-
Can we
So,
just
yeah.
use of them like falling?
Yeah, we need like some zip ties or something.
Okay,
Oh, we-
I got lots of zip
So that we
ties.
Yeah.
can stand up a little bit.
Remember that, bring a bag
Um,
or a pocket full of zip ties.
Yeah. It's a good
Did
idea.
we talk to, or are we gonna talk to Dwight? Cause you know how Dwight built that thing for the tobacco last year?
Yeah.
Do you want me to ask Dwight if
I would
if
love
we
to
can
have
have
that
that again?
Yeah.
Does he have any leaves
That
left?
was, that looked
So-
cool.
we will definitely have, I mean, I know we will have, plans if Dwight, I'm sure Dwight will too.
Little side story, at the Big E, they were in the Connecticut Tobacconist Building.
Yeah.
They were selling cigars that supposedly had shade tobacco, were made from shade tobacco from here, which means it was Dwight's tobacco.
Yeah,
That's
at
neat.
this point, yeah,
That's cool.
I'm through.
Yep, that is cool.
yeah.
That's
And
cool.
so I can ask Dwight about that. I think he made it specifically
Yeah,
for
he
that
did.
last year, so I'm sure he'll.
You
let
give
us
it
do
back to
that.
him? Well,
Yeah,
whatever.
he came and
Okay.
picked it up. And then my plan this year was we got a gator and I wanted to put the gator in the parade. So I'm wondering if they'll let me like still be with you guys. Or if they're gonna make me,
You wanted to drive it?
yeah, but I wanna
Oh.
like go with you guys.
What the hell are you bringing a gator for? I thought Tucker out tonight.
No,
Alligators.
Like a stuffed one or
My
something?
dog to be in the parade.
Yeah.
No, it's cool.
But I still wanted to be with
I think
AdCom.
you'd have to
I'm gonna
contact,
email them and see
yeah,
if I can still be like with
I
you.
think Joe Didi kind of runs all
I
the
know,
parades.
so I'm gonna ask the question.
Okay.
We'll see what happens.
I mean, I'm all for it.
Just cause I
You
want
do,
us to
you
be,
can even hook a trailer up to that.
it's just like, it's another person to be in the parade, another thing to be in
I
the
haven't-
parade anyway. And we got a little banner that we're using for the moms. So I was like, oh, I'll just put that on there.
Oh,
But I wanna be like with, I wanna be with
yeah.
AdCom, you know? I'm gonna ask.
Right.
My kids will
That's
probably
cool.
get float again too, so.
Yeah, okay. So I just wanna make sure if you had enough people.
I got a gator.
I was thinking.
It's not an.
Hell are you doing?
Are you gonna be on the float with us?
I'm
Yeah,
gonna bring those
that's the
chickens
plan.
Good.
That's,
that are behind my house and bring them down.
well, that was another thing. I mean,
Rented.
Didn't we
chicken.
have chickens last year?
Yeah,
yeah,
I'll bring
We
chickens
did have
again.
chicken.
If I have any left, I'll bring them.
Yeah, right, the bear.
right. Well, I have chickens if not. And I mean, I'm sure they would travel fine. I'm
Yeah,
only having the
We're
old
gonna get
ones,
that
the
bear,
old
put
ones
him in a
bumped
cage.
off this Saturday, not all of them. So,
Did you eat them?
yeah, we're going to. We're gonna try it. If they're not, if they're too tough,
well,
then.
we got brine it for
it'll
2
be-
days, it'll be
Well, that's
delicious.
what I was thinking.
Yeah,
I
you
just
could-
got a smoker and I brined some
What do you
stuff.
mean? Just put them in a
Put in
pot
salt water
Put 'em
for
in
2 days,
brine.
and like, a nice bath.
and it softens the
Oh,
meat
it
up?
softens them up
Right,
perfect,
right.
yeah.
With it, like sugar and you use, I brined a couple things in, cranberry juice, orange juice, and a little bit of salt and sugar and.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it was the juiciest thing, and I thought, well, I could do that with
Oh,
the
yeah,
old chickens.
we've eaten old chickens, they're fine.
And I got a smoker, so if you smoke them slow after you brine them,
Right.
I'm thinking they'll be okay, cause
Should be.
I'd rather not make dog food out of them, but if I have to, they get the dog.
Or chicken food.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, right,
Yeah.
it'll go to something.
oh, somebody, will
God,
eat it. Somebody.
That's
will
what I
eat
do with any food that, here, boy.
I have a
it.
question.
Yes, Jen.
Can we get shirts made for us
I
someday?
was gonna ask that too.
I was thinking the same thing, it would be nice to have.
Shirts or a sweatshirt? I don't know, shirts are cheaper, but maybe have shirts
Yeah,
made for events like that, stuff. Even
Think
for
the
the
kids
open
might
farm.
Probably go for Southwoods, right?
Yeah, let's go
Yeah,
talk fuzzy.
You wanna?
like
Yeah.
make a fun shirt, like put something, on the front, but something fun on the back. I don't know, make
Ask that
but-
same
like a
They're all
sometime in
what,
the future.
orange or something that sticks out, or all
Yeah,
Probably
something.
green and white.
green, we're gonna go with green.
Green
'cause
with-
that's
Green's
agriculture.
good. I
Good
like
white
green.
leather, Probably.
Plus it's
Yeah,
our
I would say
school.
green just because we'd actually be working in those shirts and, it's probably the most blendable color.
Yeah. I think that would be great if we could all get one, just
Your
to,
friendly neighborhood AgCom.
yep.
Okay. So, tell me sizes right now.
We're gonna have to vote to spend the money.
Yeah, probably.
I'll say aye.
Second.
Vote to spend money.
Well, hang on,
That's what he said.
I think we have plenty of money.
I was thinking of that though, because when we go to events now, we've been to a few, we wear our little, name tag.
Lanyards, yeah.
It'd be nice if we had a shirt that
Gotta get more professional.
when we go to events or run events.
Step it up.
Our gift account has almost $2,700,
Okay,
so
let's grab it.
I don't know how. We're gonna even,
It'll probably cost,
so these are for working at the community garden then,
yeah,
right?
it probably costs $120, maybe $200.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like decent quality ones that are gonna last a couple of years. I'm not gonna,
20 of them, so we got them, or 15.
Yeah, I think usually we have to order like a certain, there's usually a minimum, isn't there? with
Yeah, there's gonna be
Southwood?
like 20,
So probably two each then? The
Yeah.
Backup one?
or just have a couple extra and
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
have-
Get new people.
yes, a couple larges, couple XLs, something like that.
Well, if you
Extra.
go bigger, you could fit anybody and they can
Yes.
always wear it over something.
I'm a 2XL.
I've been talking to Martin. I went there today, actually. I was gonna do that with the Farm Hop update, but I went there yesterday to submit my article. So I can ask him if he'd like me to ask him prices and things like that.
I think Dan, when can you do it?
I'm gonna go tomorrow.
Do you guys wanna go
Oh,
together?
okay.
She said I missed it.
No, no. That's fine. No, that's fine. If you're going tomorrow, that's awesome.
Go tomorrow, cause it's good, you gotta get it in, cause it doesn't,
Yeah.
it's not overnight.
No, I know, it's gonna be a couple
2,
weeks.
3 weeks.
Yeah.
and then-
Right, and we're
Oh,
already
we're
there.
trying to get it done for
So what
the
should we
parade.
get For sizes, I'll get
Yeah.
two,
Oh,
two
okay,
ex-
cool.
I'll get 2 extra larges.
I was gonna say, I usually.
I'm a
it's
2X.
Guy's shirt, I have to wear.
Yeah.
I'm an XL.
Can't get it over my butt.
Get the large sleeve.
Large. What do you
I'll
want,
do a
Jen?
large. I'll do a large.
What, who else?
Say,
We need one for Bert, right?
State? Yep, you're right, he's an extra large, we'll put 4.
you have two XL on there?
So, yep, I got 3 actually, but I'll get 5 of each. And then I'll get 5 small, because we got kids, maybe.
Yeah.
Right,
Do we need, can we just allocate a certain amount of money? Up to,
okay. $200, I don't know.
I don't know, I haven't bought.
I wanna
it.
say 15
what, we
bucks
can
a
think, we
piece.
can think up to. But up to like 250.
Okay.
I make a motion to allocate up to $250 from our gift account for shirts from Southwoods.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
I,
Bye.
Hi.
Bye.
I don't know if we have to go around or not.
Unanimous for everyone that's here.
Yeah, it's unanimous.
That's good.
Okay,
okay, I'll talk to Buzzy first thing tomorrow morning.
cool.
Thank you.
Then
That'd be
we
great.
will-
And I'm just gonna put Southwick Agricultural Committee,
What about like our little barn logo we use for Farm Day?
put that on the back or something, I'll see what he says.
What did he say?
I think
Because there's gonna be a price.
He-
graphic,
Yeah,
so.
you've got
Oh, he
all
does,
of
he's
Yeah.
got that.
He does. He has all those. He has all that still. Yeah, because
White with, green with the white lettering.
Yeah. Like,
And then we-
basically what you're wearing right now.
Yep, and then we could put a, yeah, I wanna go with like a forest dark.
Yeah, try to get like a nicer quality shirt if possible.
Oh, yeah, I'll tell him.
Website on the back.
mhm.
I don't know.
Cause
That's a lot of
he made me 100 shirts a couple of years ago and it was $10 a shirt.
It's a decent deal. I mean, I think prices
It was
probably gone up, but
$2,000.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, but I'm just saying. We should be within the 250 should be close.
So see what you can do for 250.
Yeah.
Cause we can't technically spend over that, because we've ordered it.
If not, I could throw 50,000. Something, whatever.
I mean, we can always,
If it's that close,
we can always-
got no problem.
I think we can
have
amend
to,
it
Yeah.
somehow.
Okay, so up to.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's what we
Yeah, that's
approved.
great. Yay, shirts.
So we'll just meet on November 1st, 8 AM at,
If it changes, you
At the
text it
DPW.
off.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Sorry, where are we meeting?
for
Breakfast
DPW,
Sandwiches.
DPW.
Yeah, that's a good move. Who's on that?
You got donuts, breakfast sandwiches, coffee.
Oh, we could delegate. We could delegate. I could bring something. That'd be fine.
lots of things.
Who's gonna be on the float? How many people are going on the float?
I was gonna go, I think.
You're gonna go.
Mike-
Jen, you go on the float?
Last year, right?
But I wanna drive
You want-
Gator. I don't know, TBD, depends.
If
They
there's
have-
too many people, I can hold the banner in the front and walk in front of the, there,
Oh, no, Taylor's huge.
What about batons?
Yeah, there's plenty of room.
With batons?
Fire.
We have room
I
for a
could
band.
try.
Big trailer.
Yeah, no, we
I
have
have a bunch
plenty of
of
room.
like, I was thinking, like, hand, like gardening implements that make my.
You have some, right?
Yeah.
Cause I've got like one of those Amish, wheel harrow things that you put.
Yeah,
behind,
that'd be cool.
And I think farming looking, I have a
Got an
broad,
old wheelbarrow.
I have a broadfork, which is kind of a newer hand
I mean,
tool.
it's not just old farming, it's new farming too.
Right, so I thought, well, if we maybe brought some hand tools to put on there to make it look like
Sure.
farming stuff.
If you can stick it in the little things on the side of the trailer too, it'd
Mhm.
be easier than trying to like prop it up.
Right. Okay.
Basically, we just bring everything at 8 AM and then we figure
Yeah.
it out.
And sort it
Yeah,
out.
that's
right.
basically,
Hey, that
as long
makes
as we have
sense.
all the things that are gonna, all the pieces of the puzzle. to
I
get
don't
there.
think we've ever spent much more than an hour and a half
No.
getting it ready in the morning, so.
Okay.
Throwing the bales.
Usually it's quick.
Yeah.
Are you bringing your kids, Sage?
Yeah, that is the plan.
Alright, we're gonna have to arrange it so there's seating for everyone.
I have
yeah.
chairs. I have the black chairs, the folding chairs. I can bring those.
I have 5 green
I
can
mean, we
chairs.
can sit on the bales
Yeah,
of
sit on the
straw.
bales.
Oh,
We
that's true. Okay.
just have to arrange it properly.
Mhm.
I think last year my kids were kind of like hidden from they were inside the bales. I think we need to put the bales in the middle.
Yeah, that would make more
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
We gotta chain Lincoln up a little bit. So. Put a calf harness on him and.
Alright, so I think we're good for the farm parade. Jen and Deb, you wanna talk about the Powder Mill School open house?
Go ahead, Jen.
Yeah, I went to Calabrese to give her our thank you poster, and she's like, come here, come in the back. And I was like, okay. I went into her office and she's like, here's this number. You were talking at the farm forum about reaching out to the children. This was last farm forum that she remembered. So she's like, this is Chuck. He's the vice principal of Powder Mill. He was asking us to be a part of an event, and this would be a good opportunity for you to kind of get in there and talk with him about doing a program for the kids. So I was like, oh, awesome. So I sent an email out to everybody. I don't know if my email's been crazy, so I got too much. I don't think it's working very well, but I sent that information out to everybody. So what I did was I called him, and he called me back during the farm hop. So I was like, oh, but we talked, and he talked about his event, and I thought that was a great event. And I asked if we could be a part of that or be a support for him for that event. And he's like, yeah, absolutely. And then he invited us to be part of the open house. And I was like, oh, that's awesome. We usually don't have events in October, so I didn't want to make anybody more busier than they are, but I thought it was a great opportunity to get into the, working with the children. So Bert was there and Deb was there. We put a table together. I put a little bit together quickly. I put some posters together about the Right to Farm. That was Deb's idea, which was a great idea to talk about the right to farm in Southwick, the bylaws and things like that. But mostly they were running through and, wanting the candy on the table and, but the parents were interested. So, which was great. And that's also what we need, us being visible, I think is going to be helpful, us being out there more and people knowing that we care about the farms in town, things like that. But so I put together, it was Paul's idea to do like planting seeds. So I got some seeds from Ocean State and we planted peas, and I had all the setup for them. So I showed them how to plant seeds and they were able to take them with them. And then Bert was actually got contacts from the Boy Scouts for us too, for volunteering in the future. So he was kind of networking, which was cool. And Deb, she was awesome. She was just talking about what we do and everything, and it was a great team effort. So that was at the open house. And so that was an awesome, opportunity. This morning was the thank yous to farmers. which was pretty awesome. That was the event that Chuck put on. A group of kids giving thank yous to a group of farmers. Rays were there. Calabrese was there. Firefly. Uh, Granville Scoop. Cupboards. And I'm missing one. Do you remember, Deb?
Malicious.
Malicious. Yep.
Showed up, and then Nostrovich Apple Farm and
Yep.
was the other one, the two women with the matching shirts. I couldn't read from a distance, but that was another apple orchard up in Granville, I think.
Yep.
The-
So they're incorporating regional, because it's regional, you know, like we were talking about two open farms, two open farm days before where, you know, reaching out to regional towns. They're actually, you know, the school's already doing it. So, but it was a great event. The kids got opportunity to thank the farmers, and the farmers, you know, kind of talked with them, and it was awesome. So it was a great way to get.
The fire and police last year.
Okay,
Yep.
so they do different theme every year.
Right, they
Okay.
pick a different group to thank, and it's a special group. I think he said there was, I didn't see 20 kids, but I think he had said there was a group of kids that did this particular, it was a special thing that they were invited to a special group and they were doing the letters.
That's cool.
So each farmer got a letter from a child,
Yep.
and then they got the picture taken with the
Yeah.
farm that they had written to.
Nice.
With, it sounded like, I didn't read any of the letters, but it sounded like they had targeted that particular farm. What I liked about it, because Moshe was talking with us she represented Blossoming Acres. And the little girl said something, I guess in the letter, something about her favorite thing was the donuts. And everyone's favorite was donuts, so.
Everybody wants
But it was kind of cool because Mo said, well, that she's the one who makes the donuts.
it.
And
Mo makes
so-
them?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
because she works at the farm. And so she does a lot of the baking at the farm. So it was kind of fun that the little girl got to meet the one who made the
Nice.
donuts.
Yeah, my kids are friends with her kids, so.
Yeah, so they made, it was kind of, you know, it was nice that each of the kids got to actually meet the farmer or a representative of the farm. They weren't all farmers. Some of them were just like Mo represented Blossoming Acres, and at Nostrovich's, I think that was Ray's wife, that it's the daughter's, the wife's daughter that was there. I don't know her, but I think that's who she was. So some of them were, and then from Ray's farm, it was the woman who actually wasn't either of Skippy or.
Yeah, I was wondering how they got anyone to show up from Ray's.
It was, the heck is her name?
She
Sabrina?
was it sounds like a younger woman. Yeah.
Yeah, but she actually, when I did the interview article, she's the one who kind of manages the stuff when they're not, she's been there forever. And she's kind of manages the
Okay.
stuff. She's been there over 20 years at the farm, so they sent her.
Yeah.
was-
So it was a great collaboration. It
And it was a good way to get the Ag Commission. I mean, every time we're there, we're gonna be listed in there when he does Chuck was gonna do
So this
a,
happened during school hours?
yeah.
Yes. Yep.
And so he's gonna do a whole piece for their website with the pictures of the kids and then we were in one of the pictures of the kids.
Nice.
So it just puts Ag Commission out there. You know, and the more people know that the Ag Commission exists, maybe we can get more volunteers,
Yeah, it'd be great.
you know, more members.
There was
or-
a few, like Deb you were talking to a few people that were actually kind of thinking about it, you know,
Right,
like,
at
you
the
know,
open house, I was
Nice.
campaigning. Positions open.
it was great.
The more you get people that they know what we do, maybe we can get people interested, or support events that, you know, that was a big thing. A lot of the people didn't know. We gave out some of the old brochures from the Open Farm Day. We had those there, and so people were taking them, and I said, now you need to remember, look through it, see what the farms are doing, and maybe next year when you'll know what's going on for that, but
So with the open house, is that something we can do every year?
think we could.
Yeah,
hope-
because it was a great event. There was a lot of different types of things there. Like I think there was a 4-H, there was a Boy Scout. I think we could do that once a year, and we can actually probably do that with the younger. He has
would say-
contacts with the other schools
Yeah.
too.
Yeah,
So-
any of the schools might allow us in.
Yeah, I mean, High school would be really good.
But I just think having us visible is such a key thing.
Yeah.
So that people are then looking for events and they know, you know, they know
Yeah,
what kind
and
of
just
things.
like
we're doing.
basically brand recognition.
Yes,
They see us, more and more they see us, they're gonna come to us.
Yeah, it was thanks to Donna for giving me that number. I wasn't even
that's
thinking.
great.
It was awesome. It was great.
We can
So,
also use this opportunity to get volunteers possibly too.
Yeah.
Yep.
We need volunteers and we need commissioners.
right, yeah.
absolutely. So,
Well, luckily, I mean, for Jen was available, which she isn't always, but Bert and I are usually.
I didn't even really realize it was happening until.
Right, yeah, Bert and I
It
are
happened.
usually available during daytime, so if
Right.
it's something we've gotta zip over and do, it's no big deal to go to it.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
You know,
yeah,
to
it
go.
was awesome. Yep. Bert was there too, by the way, this morning. So he made it out as well.
Good.
So,
Especially when we get the t-shirts.
Right.
Yeah, that'd be-
We look official.
Yeah,
yay,
team.
t-shirts.
all right, farm hop.
Farm hop. Did I update you since I went to the last farm hop yet? I don't remember.
When was the last one?
It was the 16th or 17th of, no, it was after our last meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good one with a museum and
That was amazing. Yes, I have to say it was
pretty cool.
awesome. And they dressed the part too. I was like,
I
I
saw
was
that.
that was awesome. But yeah, so first we went to Granville Scoop because the Historical Society wanted a little bit later in the day, and Granville Scoop was open arms. They were awesome. Avala was there with her dad. They opened up before regular hours, and they gave us little cones full of feed to feed the animals and everything. And then when everybody was out there and saw the animals, they came in and they did a historical, talk about their farm and everything. And yeah, and they gave out free samples of ice cream and things like that. And we just sat there, and it was really cool. They actually stayed a little bit longer, you know. So then we drove down to the Historical Society, and that was amazing in itself. They were ready. They were ready. So the garage was open, and then the house was open. So they split our group up, and they did their thing, and it was absolutely amazing. And then we went to Congamon Coffee for lunch because they have sandwiches there, and it was right down the road. And that was like Bert's suggestion, but it was a really good suggestion, and people loved it there. So it was a great day, and everybody enjoyed it thoroughly. And so we could talk about it, but maybe we could do this again next year. Even I talked to Teresa today. She was there from Cowards this morning. She's like, maybe you guys can plan it in the fall when you do the farm hop in the fall for us when we open back up, because they have all that stuff going on right now, And I was like, hey, that's a great idea. I was thinking that too, because they have all, the pumpkins and all that stuff. So people are talking about it still. And so today, with help from Bert and Cole at Southwoods, I got down the article a lot smaller because I wanted to incorporate all the pictures, right? Because I'm really proud of the event. And so my thought was, instead of putting all the pictures, so we got the article is going out with a couple of pictures, and then I was wondering if we can add pictures to the website, because Martin's going to put the QR code on the article so that people can scan it and say, oh, for more pictures, look at that. So I don't know if I can put my pictures on the website somehow, some way for one of our events. Is that possible?
Sage?
Yep. And just send me what you have and I can put it up.
Okay. They're large files, so I'm not sure. Maybe I can
Do you have them
condense
on like a
them.
Google Drive or something? You could just
I
share.
could do that. Yeah, I can. I'm gonna practice. How's that? I'll practice, put it on a Google Drive, and I'll send them over. Gotta learn how to do it sometime, right? But if I need help, I'll reach out. But
Maybe
So.
put up the pictures too, Jen, from this morning.
Yes, definitely.
Pictures at the open house. We all
I
got
did
that.
not get a picture of the school setup table on the open house. I was like
Right.
mad at myself. I'm like, I did not get a picture of that, but I got some great pictures from this morning. So we could do like under the events column, I think maybe we could put that in there. But he was gonna put a QR code, so I hoping to get that out there sooner than later, but I'll work
Oh,
on
yeah.
it. So,
Yeah,
but
just get
yeah,
it to me as soon as you can. I'll put it right up.
So that's the last farm hop for the year?
It was, yeah, we had four. It was very successful. The one when we went to Kleinview was the most people. We had, I think, 15. But it was the same people. So we had some new people here and there, but it was mostly the same people that took but hopefully the word will get out. I want to actually print a bulletin for them so that they can have it on their table. I'll work with Kara to maybe have something like that they can see in the senior center instead of, because I don't know if they have smartphones but I was actually gonna print something out for them to look at on the tables while they're like hanging out down in the senior center so that they can look at what it's all about. So, but yeah, it was awesome. It was very it was definitely something, I'm not one to get out there and get myself out there, but it was easy to do because they're fun to be with, so it was a good collaboration, I think.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very successful. Appreciate all that you did for it.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it was like one of those things where I'm like, you know what? I didn't see a lot of seniors get to the open farm days. And even Kara, too, she put up a bulletin for open farm day. Hey, whoever wants to sign up for open farm day, we can actually get a volunteer for that day. She actually put that up in the senior center, but nobody signed up for it. So that kind of proved, that it's easier for them to go out during the day rather than, on a Sunday or whichever. So, but I thought that was cool that she did that.
But none of them want to become commissioners then.
Yeah. Right. Maybe not. But no, that was great. Even the volunteer drivers were awesome. They're so much fun. So yeah, that's the update. Basically, articles going into, hopefully it'll be into the next Southwoods. And with the QR code, and then I'll work on getting the pictures, hopefully out to you, Sage, and we'll go from there.
Awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
Right. We already talked about the master plan action items. I don't know if we really need to talk about that anymore.
What's the Southwick Town Clerk? This thing?
So that was a misprint.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
This is,
I
It just
don't know
like
what it
copied.
is.
She
I
said
couldn't
it
figure out what it was.
Yeah, Cindy said it
this
was
is actually the
copied.
revised one, I think.
It still has Southwick.
Oh,
Town
no, it
Clerk.
does have it. So I don't know what happened. This is what I originally sent Cindy, but she
She said something like copied and
did
pasted.
it on her phone and I don't know, something got messed up, but
Okay. All right,
so just disregard that. We can cross that off.
got that. I mean, it looks like we hit most of the stuff. The only thing is I didn't see, usually we go over the agenda. Not the agenda, the minutes from the last
I
meeting.
have the minutes. Did I give you a copy?
Well, I got, the one I have says July 9th, and those are July 9th ones. It should be August for, right?
They might not be
They're
ready
usually a
yet.
little behind, yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
think.
But I would
it's
think
two-
August would be.
Sometimes we get 3 months right in a row.
Yeah.
Oh,
One
okay,
meeting.
cause I'm like,
There's also a June 11th one. Did you get that one?
I think I have June 11th.
You get
Which
both of
I
them?
have
that's
July
just
9th.
that the meeting,
I have June
I'll
11th.
just make sure.
No, I don't have the minutes from.
the
it. It's
meeting was
just the-
adjourned because we didn't have a
You got the
forum.
minutes from.
We have to sign that?
one.
That's it.
Oh,
That's it, because we didn't have a quorum.
Oh,
That one,
okay,
it was
okay,
just
okay.
like you and me.
Yeah,
Right.
and then the other one, that recording
Oh, and I
actually
still
got cut
have-
short. The other
Oh,
set of minutes that's there,
remember,
that was the recording that got cut short.
Okay. Plus, I haven't
So if
gotten
you guys
added.
have anything to add to that, you can write it on there or say it in the recording now and I can.
Okay.
Cause this, like that one here, I've not added on to the bottom yet.
oh, right.
Yeah, so
On
you
it.
can just make your edits, leave them in my inbox and then I'll fix it from there, whatever you want.
Were you on by June 11th?
Yeah, I went on in, I think I went on in June, didn't I?
I don't remember. I don't have that information in front of me.
It's just the first time I noticed, I'm like, I don't know.
This still has Ron and Tom on it. So I think they were off before you got on, no?
No, Tom
No?
didn't resign till after. Um,
Cindy, can you verify when Deb was added?
Deb, I believe Deb was on, because it was you and her sitting at the table that opened the meeting.
Oh, right. Well, she would be on it.
So she should be on it, yeah, which is editable, so.
All right, so let's put Deb. Is it just Deb or you using Deborah?
For here, I just go by Deb, but
Oh, Debbie.
no. I mean, officially, my name is.
No one ever
Deborah.
called you Debbie?
Oh, all the time in high school. All the time,
I figured.
but now I go by Deb more than anything else, for that, or it's.
Yeah, no one called me Danny.
Are you a commissioner or an alternate? You're a full.
I'm a full commissioner, yeah.
Yeah, it was.
You just get the it always HUMPHREY,
That's what I have.
which usually I get it in there. But some of the stuff didn't have the EY.
That was one of my other questions. Do we update our titles on the website? How do we do that? Like you
What
know,
do you
the
mean?
chairman,
On the town website or our own
like
website?
on the town website, like the chairman, vice
Oh, right,
chairman, all
Right.
Yeah,
right
the-
here.
Jim Middleton should be handling that.
oh, okay.
Has it not been updated yet?
I don't think so. Last time I checked, but it was a week ago, so maybe it is. I should look. Yeah, not sure.
Wanna look at July 9th?
I think there was. For the July one, it was just I saw my name was misspelled.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Are we looking at July 9th?
Yeah,
Yes.
Jen's name is misspelled, her last name is right? You
Let's
have
see.
You have
Oh
DI,
yeah, it's DI.
There
Yep.
are vowels in your last name.
Yep. And the P is capital, but it should be an I after D.
Oh, okay.
Never get my name wrong.
Yours is, I was gonna say, it's pretty simple.
Not
DI
simple at all.
So it's misspelled in multiple spots.
Right, I was gonna say Jen's and mine are consistent throughout, but. See, I don't see anything else except those two things, Jen's name's my name, and then I've not added on the bottom of the,
Southwood shouldn't have a,
oh, probably not, it's
cost.
just, right.
Oh, Jen's name is spelled right there.
At the bottom,
Yeah.
yeah, hers is spelled right at the bottom, but I'm not at the bottom at all.
Oh, you're not here either.
Nope, I'm not there.
Commissioner is way too long of a word. All right, I think it's good enough. I make a motion to set the minute for June 11th as revised.
I
I'll
second.
it.
Um. Roll call vote, Zach Barnett, aye.
Deb Humphrey, I.
Dan Cook, aye.
You know, I wasn't there. Do I need to abstain?
No, you can still, you're
Okay.
here now.
Okay, Jessica Parker, I.
Sage Fury, aye.
No minutes, like we just.
Jen DePietro, I.
Yeah, I just have
Weird.
it. All right, I make a motion to accept the minutes for July 9th as amended, or as corrected. Zach Barnett,
I'll second it.
Zach Barnett, aye.
Deb Humphrey, I.
Dan Cook, aye.
Jessica Parker, I.
Jennifer DePietro, I.
Sage Fury, aye.
All right, is there good? Anything else we need to discuss tonight?
Yankees, Blue Jays are on right now.
Oh, we discussed. Oh, you.
No, we don't get to discuss that.
If,
If Yankees lose, they're gone.
Are they really?
Yeah.
This is the game?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, it's 2-1 Blue Jays. And last night, the Blue Jays were winning 6-1 and they damn Yankees came back and beat them.
Wow.
So it's good games.
If you go to Southwoods and you want anyone else to proof it, put it in the. To make sure that everything is like correct and spelled correct and everything, just
I'll send it
before
on.
they print it, put it, I was gonna say, send it in the text maybe and
Yeah.
anybody will.
Okay, but
Yeah.
don't send it to more than 3 people, no, more than 2 people at once.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it violates open meeting law,
Okay,
so.
I'll send it to Zach.
send it to Zach, and then if you can proof it, just to make sure that.
If I don't get back to you right away, send it to Deb, she's a teacher.
And
I'll make sure.
we can blame him. It's easy to blame.
But I just thought that way, it makes it so that we're sure it gets printed, you know.
No,
nothing
right, I
gets missed.
get.
Yeah, I do wanna bring that up though, open meeting law. We can send out like scheduling things, but we need to keep any discussion about like topics, like any kind of. You know, we can't make any decisions in a group
Right.
text or stuff like that, But if you wanna like discuss something with someone, like, or 2 people, you can do smaller groups, as long as it doesn't create a quorum, it's not an issue. We just gotta, it's never been an issue, but I just don't wanna be the one to get in trouble.
We'll
for
have
it.
that, I'm aware of.
So, but yeah, let's just keep, group texting and group emails to scheduling things, stuff like that. Not actually decision making stuff,
Right,
but anyone can contact me at any time,
But can I get a hold of the whole group when like the Yankees get beat?
It's a scheduling thing, kinda, like. Will they be playing another game? No. But yeah, I just wanna touch base on that, and then I think that's about it. Anyone online?
nope. So the next time we'll meet each other is
So,
November 1st at 8 in the morning.
yes, and our next
At
regular meeting, yes, that's 8 o'clock, is that too early?
We do it, I feel like that does feel early, but
Want to do 9 o'clock?
Yeah, let's do 9.
let's do 9.
Okay.
Second the motion.
Yeah.
9 o'clock, okay with you, Sage?
Yep.
Okay,
Okay,
all right,
and then
9 o'clock at
DPW,
DPW, and
November 1st.
update my note on.
with all our props and we'll pick. out
Yeah,
what we
bring your
wanna
arts and
use.
crafts, your scissors, your tapes, your zip ties.
Bring your gator, we're driving around. Baby.
I won't bring my chickens till later though.
Yeah, they won't wanna be in contained that long.
Might be
I
cold that
I have a
day.
pretty good sized dog crate, that's what I use. If you wanna bring a couple, you got
Right.
something to put them in. 'Cause
Yep,
then we
I
put
do.
'em- I had them in the middle last year, they're kinda hard to see, so if we had some on either side, it'd probably be better.
Mm.
But, where was I going?
Okay.
Oh, yeah, sorry, next regular monthly meeting will be November 12th. At 7 PM. No work session for October 22nd.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, can I ask to have the farm forum put on the agenda for the next meeting?
Absolutely.
Okay. I know we usually have a little lull with the holidays and
no.
everything, but we should probably put that on
Yeah, we
the,
should at least discuss what we're gonna discuss.
yeah.
You have to reserve
Yeah, we've
anybody
got
or
4
find anybody.
topics this year. that we can-
Yeah. We're busy.
But that's a cool thing now that we have something like,
We have direction.
yeah,
Great.
cause before we're like, what do we talk
Yeah,
about?
exactly.
Mm.
No, I think it's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then if we do little, workshops like Deb already has done, and she's already an expert at it.
But expert,
Yeah.
but it's not hard to do.
Perfect.
Yeah, I mean, I've gone to a bunch, but I've never hosted one. I mean, we've done the farmers forum for what, 3 years now, but. Little specialty things would be cool too. And then we'll get to meet more people too. We can invite them.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Here, oh, they're gonna eradicate,
Yeah.
plants
I
or
would love to get rid of some of the invasives at my house.
No, right.
Even the
in
stuff,
a natural fashion.
yeah.
When he said that with pesticide, I'm like, I'm like.
Fire's all natural.
It is, that's how,
Kill it
yeah.
with fire.
But I mean, I think part of it is just being able to, during a thing like that, explain to people options they can use as a homeowner. The fact that we need to tell them, you can't just throw it in a pile and leave it there. It
No,
will
it's gotta-
still spread.
gotta be
You
burned.
have to eradicate it completely, either with a burn pile or. I mean, actually poison ivy and stuff, they ask you to take it at the dump and bag it and. put it
Don't want to burn poison.
And
ivy.
no, in the hopper.
Yeah.
Because anything like you can't put pickers and like the multiflora rose, you can't put in there. They won't chip it at the dump,
Mm.
but not everybody knows that, so, cause you don't wanna chip it anyways, cause then it'll grow.
Yeah, spread
Uh,
everywhere.
So we've gotta find, maybe come up.
I'd
with
like to
some-
find plants that were like native plants that would overtake.
Almost
invasives.
nothing does.
No, that's the
Those
problem.
invasives are invasive because they don't have any natural
Yeah.
predators in our climate. And. I mean,
Maybe we need some GMOs.
and some of that stuff though, I mean, it is awful. The
Yeah.
bittersweet is horrific. I'm always ripping that out and you gotta.
Yeah, I'm always pulling vines off of everything.
Yeah, but I mean, you gotta rip every root up that's
Yeah.
with it or it will grow again.
And I've tried killing poison ivy with pesticides and it doesn't work.
Right, not,
Not well, it comes
No.
back.
So-
I probably need to get a goat or two.
we've actually thought about it a lot, because we have a lot of poison ivy in one
Yeah,
section,
oh, there's poison ivy all,
and I hate it.
my stepson ended up in the hospital a few years ago. I had him chopping like brush down.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
it was bad.
I get it bad. So I don't do anything out in the poison ivy area until it's winter and I can cover myself completely. Because I get it so bad. But I think with the invasive species, I mean, that it's on us now. But I think that's something we could certainly do as teaching
I mean,
the entire community how
I wanna
to
learn, so
how to go
yeah,
at it.
let
but-
other people learn with us.
Right, with identification of the plants and that kind of, I think that's stuff that we could,
Getting posters printed of like the invasive so people can recognize it. I think
oh,
that's-
definitely,
big one.
definitely. But I mean, that's something as a teacher that to me, that would not be difficult to
No.
teach people about it.
Yeah.
With how to detect it, how to know what it is. I mean, I know several of them, what they look like anyways, and then find alternative ways to eradicate them if people don't wanna, I mean, cause I really hate. I hate going at it and saying, well, geez, we should use like Roundup or something, cause we don't use it. I mean, it's not good.
No, I don't like that stuff. either.
It's not good, and it's not something I think we should. I mean, if they come up with their own idea to do it, I guess you can't do anything, but I don't think it's something we should advocate for, cause it's not. Environmentally good to get it into the water supply or anything, so,
I mean, I'm sure there's already tons of it in there. but-
yeah, well, we don't need any more.
No,
I mean, I know a lot of farmers used to use it, I don't know if they still do.
I mean, they're still using whatever's
Do you
legal.
find they do, you do hay stuff, don't you, or know people that do hay?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, they used to use it,
I mean, Roundup's still used big down south.
That's terrible, that stuff.
it's awful, it's awful. Um,
Kills everything except for the soybeans, or whatever's
right,
modified
right,
to.
but I think we can
irritant.
certainly research it. And find other ways that could be eradicated.
Yeah, just find out what people are doing and is successful, yeah.
Right, right. And that's something I think we could get maybe the conservation, some of the other conservation groups
Well,
involved.
Sabrina
in.
knows quite a bit about it. I mean, when we did cleaned up that pond, she was there. She was literally bagging up seeds from the invasives.
Right,
Or she was trying to anyway.
right.
I mean, there was too many, but
If you do it on a regular maintenance program, you will eventually beat them. Or
Yeah, but you-
wrap them down on
labor's expensive.
volunteer stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
that's stuff that I think that, where we maybe connect with the schools, the scouts, other groups.
Scouts would be a good one. I'm glad you guys made contact with them.
Yeah, Bert got the
Yeah.
info, I guess, from
Yeah,
that.
he sent it to me earlier today.
But I do think that, I think there's a lot of people that if they know they have a mission, that this is what they're doing, one might be able to get. People interested in it. Sometimes you can get people from other communities who are really adamant about eradicating it because. The lines
I
are
mean, the
not,
state must have some kind of
I bet
programs,
they
or
do.
groups or something.
I bet they do have groups that work on it
Yeah,
also,
so.
So
we
maybe
get
we
them to
need
come
to-
in.
work on that.
Or come down, people.
I'll start gathering in my head, way over the winter, that's a good project, when I have downtime, I'll look up stuff. And sometimes I sit at doctor's appointments with my mother and I'm like, what do I do? I think I'll look on my phone and look something up.
All right, I'm gonna make a motion to adjourn.
Second the motion.
All in favor?
I.
Hey,
All right, good night, everyone.
good night.
Home and see your game, Dan.